Welcome to your 28-week visit, also known as your officially in the third trimester milestone. From here on out, things start getting real. The belly's growing, the baby's moving, and soon we'll be talking about birth plans. Today, we're going to cover two main things: fetal kick counts, your baby's way of saying, "I'm doing great in here," and a little test later on called the Group B strep swab. So first up, fetal kick counts. What are they? Basically, it's how we check in on your baby's well-being. No ultrasound, no fancy equipment, just you and your baby doing a little dance routine. Why are they important? Because a baby that moves is a baby that's well oxygenated and happy. Think of it like your baby's daily wellness report. If they're kicking, they're thriving. By 28 weeks, your baby is big enough that you should feel movement every day. Most babies like to show off around meal times or when you finally lie down for the night. Just when you're trying to sleep. Each baby develops their own pattern. You'll start to recognize your baby's rhythm, whether they're a morning gymnast or a midnight ninja. If you notice your baby isn't moving when they normally do, that's your cue to check in. Here's how. Drink a big glass of water. Hydrate both of you. Lie down on your left side. It helps blood flow to the uterus. Look at the clock and start counting. You want to feel 10 movements in 2 hours. Most people get there way before that. If you don't reach 10 or something feels off, don't stress alone. Call your midwife. That's what we're here for. We'd rather get 100 reassuring calls than miss one important one. All right, next up, let's talk about Group B strep, or GBS. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but really it's just a normal bacteria that lives happily in the intestinal tract. Most of the time, it's harmless and minding its own business. But in pregnancy, it can migrate into the vagina because, well, everything is in close quarters down there. The GBS swab test happens between 35 and 37 weeks, and it's super quick. A gentle swab of the lower vagina and just inside the anal area. You do it yourself in the bathroom. No speculum, no drama. The results are good for about 5 weeks. If it's negative, awesome, you're done. If it's positive, don't panic. There are options. Let's talk about it. First, remember, you didn't do anything wrong. About 1 in 4 people test positive. It's just part of the normal flora. A few key things. We request that everyone is screened during pregnancy. If you ever had a urine culture showing lots of GBS, you're already considered positive and won't need another swab later. We screen because in rare cases, GBS can cause infection in newborns shortly after birth, especially if the labor is long, the water's been broken a while, or the baby is preterm. It's also very important that we know if you're positive or negative in case of transfer. The hospital will want to know, and having the answer gives you more options. If you test positive, you can choose to do nothing. We will refrain from cervical exams or offering to break your water, but we already avoid that, so it doesn't really change much. We can also offer you antibiotics through an IV to protect your baby from picking up the bacteria. Easy fix. Either way, the choice is yours, and we respect it. So to recap, 28 weeks means time to start kick counts. Your baby's way of waving hello. GBS testing comes later, quick and easy. And most importantly, you're doing great. You've made it to the 3rd trimester. Now give your baby a little nudge and tell them they're already acing their first wellness check.